Hey beautiful people, LosingDrea here, coming to you guys with a little bit of a quick video. Wanted to say hi, let you guys know that I'm okay, I'm doing well. I'm still awaiting the day when I go back to the doctor to get my results of all the blood work and the other tests that I had done so that I can find out what's going on and possibly get back on my keto regimen because I am constantly tired. I am so tired, guys. It's not even funny. And every day is a fight to stay awake, even after I've just woken up. So like I could have a full hour, 8 hours of sleep at night, and still, I just want to go to sleep only a few hours after, or if I've just performed a couple of simple little tasks that really shouldn't have tired me so quickly and so much. Like the tiredness is just really, really bothersome. There's a couple of things I want to go over with you guys. First of all, I had a viewer or a subscriber, I'm not really sure which. You know, some people do like to come and watch videos, but they don't exactly subscribe to the channel. However, I'm not really sure. I didn't look to see. I still appreciate each and every one of you who even click to view my videos. And this person asked me a question as to whether or not the ketogenic diet was different, or how did it differ from the wheat belly diet. And I got to tell you, I had Dr. Davis's wheat belly cookbook. I bought that. I got it at a thrift store. Don't go buying books, guys. Let me tell you, go to your local thrift store. These are common books. I don't know why it is. There were so many of this particular book at my thrift store. I paid $3.99 for this at Goodwill. It's a little higher than I would have liked to have paid because generally speaking, I think I pay like $1.99 or less, depending if it's a paperback. This is a hardcover book, and my Goodwill charges $3.99 for hardcover books. But this is in excellent condition, has the dust cover on it, dust jacket, whatever you want to call it, and the spline and the pages and everything is just in awesome condition. And I figured, you know, I kind of already know about wheat belly. It's basically the same as keto, and I just wanted the cookbook, so I got the cookbook. But then the other day I saw that this viewer of mine clicked on my video, the one where I said that I had 1,000 subscribers. I still don't understand how that happened, but thank you. And asked me what's the difference. So then I started looking, and basically I found the answer through Google. But I knew that this book, that there was quite a few copies of it at my Goodwill for $3.99, and I figured I'll just go to Goodwill and I'll just get it and I'll read through it, which I did rather quickly because the majority of the book, if you read it, is it's a very good informative book. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of the information that you can find that's going to be in this book, you could probably already find it online somewhere else or within some other diet, like the ketogenic diet, because they are so similar. They really don't differ that much. You have like, I think it's 4 or 5 different types of diets. Yeah, I use the D word, that are so similar, but yet there's just 1 or 2 little differences. You have the low carb, high fat diet. You have Atkins. You have paleo. You have keto, and then you have wheat belly. And basically, yes, it was a New York Times bestseller. And this doctor, William Davis, MD, he's actually a cardiologist, a heart doctor. And how this came about, my understanding, I'll give you a little synopsis of it in case you don't know, is he would send his patients home for pre-op conditioning or to get them ready to come back for surgery to do some sort of a cardio cath or whatever he was doing. And he would send them home with a diet to lose a little bit of weight, to get them in a little better shape so that they can undergo surgery. And what he was finding was that they were coming back and they were reporting all kinds of awesome experiences, less inflammation, greater brain cognitivity. I always have a problem with that word. I always say I'm going to write it somewhere so I can see it when I'm talking to you guys, and I never do. But brain function, and lack of appetite and other things. Like people that were literally suffering from Alzheimer's were experiencing better memory than they had in years. No heartburn. The skin issues that they were having seemed to be clearing up, if not just dissipating somewhat, where it was actually noticeable. By giving up the wheat and giving up the grain, they were eating a much lower carbohydrate laden diet, and it was helping them with all that, because the only difference that I could see with keto comparative to wheat belly, comparative to paleo, comparative to low carb high fat, like low carb high fat might say you can have 50 grams of carbs a day, to whereas Atkins lets you introduce some root vegetables and things later on, some desserts and some other things that they're okay with you having that maybe you're not allowed to have on keto at all. Like you don't want to eat saccharin and aspartame and things like that, whereas maybe I would say Atkins, and only from what I know, don't quote me on this, because I have a little box here that's the Essential Atkins for Life kit, but I didn't follow it. I only got it because I knew how similar the two were. I have this cookbook, okay, by Leanne Ellie. It is a paleo cookbook. I figured, well, I'll get it because, again, it's so much similar to keto, and it's gluten-free, dairy-free recipes, and I figured, well, you know, I could probably find this stuff online, and I'm big on saving money. This was a paperback, though, so I think I paid $1.99 for it. But this was also a paperback that I got, which is 500 low-carb recipe book. This one here, national bestseller, 500 recipes from snacks to desserts that the whole family will love, by Dana Carpenter. And it's a really thick, really big book, and there's 500 recipes in here. But because it's a paperback, guess what? It was my time to rip off Goodwill instead of their time to rip me off, and I got it for just $1.99 and didn't pay $3.99 like some of their other books. And I'm really not big on reading, guys. I got to tell you, it's because of my eyesight, I think, more than anything. I have really poor eyesight, and so trying to reading out of a book, I find problematic, and it stresses my eyes out. It makes me considerably tired. And right now I don't need any help with that, like I was just saying. But, yeah, sometimes I'll just want a book or two like this that would really look good in the background somewhere on a shelf when I'm coming on here and doing videos for you guys. I know that's kind of a stupid excuse, but I wanted to see, you know, what kind of diets differ, you know, what is different. I'm sorry. Let me just leave this here for right at the moment. Because, you know, I want to know what is different. You know, I'm so in tune with the ketogenic lifestyle, more so than any other particular diet or what have you that is out there. For me, I did the research on that because I found the interest in that. And so I did what I had to do for myself, and I'm still doing it because I'm still trying to learn it. I don't know everything there is to know about keto. I recently found out there was a lot of things that I was doing that were not right. Probably not just not right for me, but wouldn't have been right for anybody trying to do this way of eating for weight loss purposes. Keto does work. I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat, no matter what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, or if I'm cheating on it right now, whichever one I'm not doing it, it does work, okay? You have to tweak it for your own particular needs, though. You have to find what works for you and what don't. Everybody has like a sweet spot, you know what I'm saying? And so what may work for me might not work for you, and you have to find that, because you are not me, I am not you. And if it works for me, great, fine. It puts you on the beginning path of what you might need to do to find out for yourself what's going to work for you, because I have been doing keto on and off since January 8th, 2017. So I've had a little bit of time to find out the little quirks and whatnot, and the things that have worked for me and the things that might not have worked for me. And I'm still continuing to do that. Like I said, I'm going to come on here. I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have no reason to. I'm not the spokesperson for keto, and I'm not the keto police. And, you know, I might even suggest to somebody who's trying to lose weight but wants to be a little bit happier and feels like they're starving themselves with a traditional like Weight Watchers plan, counting points or something. And I say, you know, you really don't have to go that route. Or somebody who says, oh, I can't lose weight because I can't exercise. And I might say, well, you know, ketogenic way of eating, you don't have to exercise. Exercise actually is going to promote more inflammation in your body, from what I'm finding out. And so if you're someone that has issues, physical issues, fibromyalgia, problems with aches in your joints and whatnot, or you've had a car accident that you've been in and you have problems with your neck, or let me tell you, I'm the first to tell you that for me, the ketogenic way of eating has been awesome. I mean, the results are just phenomenal. And I don't sit there and work out like a fiend. I don't pay these bills every month to a gym and then worry about, can I get to the gym, and how much time can I take out of my daily life to go and work out, because that's just not practical for me. It hasn't been in the past, and that's why it didn't work for me in the past. This works for me now, and I'm okay with that. Should I ever introduce exercise into my lifestyle? Absolutely. Everybody should do a little bit of something, but a little bit. I'm not talking about every single day, 5 days a week, breaking out, with weights or something and just aggravating yourself. And here's an example of that, okay? Like yesterday, okay? We've been getting a lot of rain here in Florida. It's been crazy. And I don't know if you know, but usually you don't mow your lawn in the rain. You don't want to cut your lawn when it's raining. It's not good for your lawnmower. It's not good for the blades. So there's very little window of opportunity between all this rain we've been getting and all this extra grass growth in addition to. And my husband came and he did the lawn for me, and did the front lawn, but he didn't finish and do the back lawn. He was going to come and do the back lawn, but he's been having problems, aches and pains in his feet. He's a soda drinker and he eats garbage, and he put on like 25 pounds. And this is somebody who had weight loss surgery. And I know that this extra weight is definitely contributing to all this pain that he's having. So the last thing I wanted him to do was to be mowing the other half of a 1/4 acre of land, in this hot 93-degree weather, and having issues already as they are with his ankles, his feet, and the bridge of his, what they call plantar fasciitis or something. It's like where your arch plus the top of your foot over your arch, like that particular area, it's very sore, very painful, and he looks like, or he feels like he has water retention. And he's even been to the hospital, to the ER, because the pain is so great. So I felt for him, and I figured, you know what? I love doing the lawn. I don't, but I do, because I know that you can burn a lot of calories in just 1 hour of cutting your lawn. I think there's like 600 and some odd calories, according to my fitness pal, in cutting your lawn. So I figured, why not? You know what I mean? If I can do it. Well, I did it in 2 parts same day. I had to wait a couple of hours. Like I went and came in the house and cooled back down and relaxed, and then went back out and finished what I had to do. But for the majority of that particular backyard I did a large portion of it all at once until I was about to pass out. And I said, I better give myself a break. And I came in and checked some emails and did some stuff. And then I went back out and I finished it up. And everything went okay. I didn't die. Obviously, I wouldn't be here doing this video. But I felt good because for one, I accomplished something for myself. 2, I didn't have to burden him with having to come and do it. Even though for him it wouldn't have been a burden. He was upset that I did it. But I had to. And I got quite a bit of sun. I'm a little on the red side here, if you guys can see. But hey, who doesn't need a little bit of vitamin D in their life? So it was okay. I cut the lawn. I did what I had to do. But right now, my shoulders are hurting, okay? Because I'm not used to the pushing and the pulling and the doing all this stuff. So for a lot of people, getting a little exercise in and moving your body and keeping it moving is good, because I'm a big proprietor of, if you don't use it, you will lose it kind of thing, so I'm sore because I was pushing and pulling. I have some soreness in my arms and muscle, and soreness here in my shoulders, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll be fine a couple of days, and then I'll be ready to do the lawn again, because at the rate it's going, that's just how it is. So that's why I kind of brought that up. You don't have to kill yourself. Not exercising is not going to hinder you from losing weight. It's not. I lost 80 pounds, okay, guys? Not with keto, but I did lose 80 pounds with hardly any exercise, okay? Is it going to help your metabolism? I don't know. Did it work for me back in 2012 when I started on, or was it 2011? That was 2011, October 2nd, 2011. I mean, I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I was 6 years ago. So yeah, it worked then. It's not working now. Obviously, I'm going through some health issues. I'm now gallbladderless, and I might be going through some other older women thing here going on. And so, yeah, I really don't know what my body's doing. It's changing and I need to change with it. That's all I know. So, again, I want to thank that person who asked questions, who asked the question, the difference between the keto and the paleo diet. And again, if you're not following along, the only difference is that Wheat Belly basically doesn't really care how many carbs you eat in the way of like vegetables and things of that nature, as far as I could see. I mean, because you're really not trying to stay within like 20 grams or less carbs. The ketogenic diet wants you to get your body into ketosis, which is fat adapted, which with 20 grams or less carbs being consumed, your body then has no other choice but to start being a fat burning body rather than a carb burning body. So for in other words, for your energy, your fuel, your energy, you don't need to eat carbs like the normal pyramid diet tells us to do. You want to eat healthy, lean fats, okay? And what I was doing wrong, when I said before that I was doing something wrong, that I found what I was doing wrong was, for one, I probably wasn't getting enough fat because I was finding myself being hungry and stuff, where when I first started the ketogenic diet back in January 8th, 2017, I was a little bit more diligent on what to eat, and I just kind of threw myself into like one mode of eating, and I only ate that. Like I was doing bulletproof coffee because that's what everybody was doing, and then I was doing whatever little fats or meats, and I didn't have that keto flu or I get headaches or anything like that. It was like a real easy transition for me. And even the times where I cheated and I got myself probably kicked out of ketosis, or what I would have thought got me kicked out of ketosis. It's not like I was testing it or anything, but I would just end up within 3 days just easily go right back to where I was at, and where I'm not feeling hunger and I'm not having to go to the kitchen every 5 minutes and make decisions on what am I going to eat. Like I'm sitting here now thinking about eating garbage because it's in my kitchen, for one, which it's a trigger, but for two, it's like I feel like I'm hungry, and I'm probably not. It's probably just generally what the kind of hunger that I had before, which was like I'd eat because I was tired or bored or like emotional reasons. It's probably just that. But I know once I start trying to eat keto, I stopped doing the bulletproof coffee. I stopped adding the fats, because to me, in my mind, we don't add unnecessary fat because we're adding calories. And I wasn't really trying to not count calories, but I was trying to count calories because after all, I'm trying to lose weight. So I don't care if you're doing keto. If you watch Michelle Rock, not that she needs a plug from me, if you watch her channel, she'll tell you, for weight loss, she does show you how she measures and counts everything on her scale, and like she'll tear it out, which means bring it to 0 and then add whatever to it, 0 it out, add whatever to it. So everything is being weighed. I don't kind of do it like that because I'm afraid I'm going to put a little too much of something in there, and once it's in, you can't take it out, So, and another thing I'm just recently doing is I got a Keurig, and I haven't figured out how to drink Keurig type coffee that I've been making in it that I actually enjoy without sugar. So I'm back eating sugar. And let me tell you, every bit of me, like I said, I'm so sore. I think if I was on keto and I had cut the lawn, I don't think I would be this sore, because it's just the way my body feels and the energy that I have. I probably would have cut it all in one shot too, and I wouldn't have had to stop in between and take such a long break and reprieve here in the AC. And I could have just probably kept on going. But hey, it's neither here nor there. I will get back to it, but I have to be transparent with you guys and let you guys know that I have not been doing keto, and I'm okay with that today. I'm not going to come on here and do any mukbangs or anything. I'm not trying to overdo it. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm eating a few of the things that I shouldn't be eating. It's the insanity of addiction is what it really is, because I know that it's not good for me, but for some reason I just want to taste it. I just want to stick it in my mouth anyways. And I don't know if it's the self-sabotage that's kind of somewhat comforting, or what it is about it. I'm not binging. I'm not like overeating. I'm just eating what I want when I want. I'm not really paying attention to calorie counting. I'm not really paying attention to exactly the types of food that I'm eating, even though I know that they're no good for me. I'm still buying them when I go to the store, and I'm still taking them home and, you know, saying, hey, this is just what I want to eat right now. That's it. And I'm enjoying it for now. But in the back of my mind, I keep telling myself, you know, I'm going to get back to what I know, what makes me feel good, and I'm just going to have to stick with it. I just can't keep doing this to myself, and I'm nowhere near goal, and I have been really depressed about the way that I look. And I know people have said, you know, don't be so hard on yourself, this, that, and the other thing. Look, I get it, and I appreciate the pep talk, but I'm not sure where you are in your life and what you've been going through as far as your weight goals, if you have any. But I've been a fat girl my whole entire life. Okay, I don't even like to say that because I watched this girl, Fat Girl Jen, or I forget what she calls herself, but I think when you put on yourself that stigmatism, it's bad, okay? Because I'm really happy with who I am, generally speaking. But when I look in the mirror and what I see coming back at me is an unhealthy me, I'm not happy with that. And I'm not going to lie about that. I want to be a healthier me. I'm not happy with the size of my arms. I'm not happy with the size of my butt. I'm definitely not happy seeing the size of my stomach. And I need to be hard on myself, because if I sugarcoat anything at this point, I'm going to stick it in my mouth. With that said, be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, but just be you. Be the boss of your loss if you're on a weight loss journey, and I will most definitely be seeing each and every one of you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Be blessed. Mwah.